Our staff is wearing them, our friends are wearing them. The layered necklace look is a welcoming new vibe. Next to your gold chain or set of chains, you can now add in a seed bead strand. It's a fun way to kind of mix it up, and even better, you can make it yourself. Our bead maker, we bow down to, and color curator Aubry Bennion is joining me to tell us more. So what is happening with necklaces right now?
I can talk about beads, about necklaces, about jewelry, about accessorizing for much longer than this segment is. So just come over afterwards, we'll do it. Yeah. So seed beads are just your most basic, generic, colorful beads in such a wide variety of color. And so I think that's what makes the mixing and the matching the most fun. You can really do, like, sky's the limit with what you can do with the seed beads.
Does this have to tip to like uber casual though? Because I think of a seed bead and I think of playful, fun, whimsy, youthful.
You can do all of it. You can kind of dress it up. Like, we mixed and matched it with some metals, and so that certainly dresses it up. I'm a very casual person, but this is, you know, this elevates it.
Pretty.
But also you can get, you know, your rainbow ombre and be super colorful and super playful. With a little tiny dose of some metal. You know, and mix and match. I think even, you know, on my wrist here, I have some beads that I mixed and matched with my bracelets that I wear all the time. And these are the things that I can just switch out really quick, really fast with whatever I'm wearing today.
So seed bead by definition kind of refers to size.
Very small. And I mean, there's some variations between them all. The shape, these ones, if we want to get tight, these have a different name, but same concept of just being your tiny little
itty bitty comes together for a subtle statement sort of a thing.
Yes.
You're kind of a collector.
This is 1/100th of my collection. And so what I think the important thing to bring home here today is you can spend money on beads or you cannot. You can go the nice route or you can go the mass production, buy them at the craft store, buy them on Amazon.
And what's the difference, Aubry? Like aesthetic, like you notice kind of an upscale
So the
sheen?
difference is going to be in the size, like the consistency and the size. Of course, I'm not going to be able to grab them right out of the gate here, but you won't find like, look at that one. That one's like super thin on one side and really thick on the other. That one's going to break in a minute.
That's a cheapie.
Yeah. So this whole thing was like mass production, cheap beads. They're made of plastic. It can be made of glass. The color can be painted on the outside of it, which will rub off, or it can be glass through and through, and that's just the color that it'll be forever.
So you get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
In addition to beads, what else would I need to make a bracelet, to make a necklace, as we get into this as a project?
If you want to get really advanced, then you're going to move.
You want to be Aubry.
No. I am simple. I am stretchy cord with a dot of glue. This is special jewelry glue. I feel like it's really similar to rubber cement, where it's pliable, but it also will just hold really tight.
It'll bind.
So this is my easiest way to go, but it stretches, right? These ones can come on and off. They don't have a clasp. That's what I really like about them.
Want. Yeah,
so
easy on, easy off.
Even my good beads, I put them on this, and I never have to stress about them breaking apart or falling apart.
I'm seeing tools.
Yes, tools. This makes me feel like I'm doing surgery. But when you are working with a bead so small as this and the string, it sometimes just helps to, you know, pull. Thread. And then you'll want some snippers, of course. And then my favorite thing, a needle. You have a bead needle. This opens up.
So thin, I can see right through
it. I know. It opens up,
yes, it
and
does.
your string can go right through it.
No,
none of that like really terrifying, you know, needle through the eye. This is really easy. And then the bead stoppers, which make things really easy because you never have to stress about your beads falling off your strand and undoing what you've just done.
You've done this with girlfriends. It's a great kind of gather, circle up, and get your hands busy. What are we going to make today?
Okay, so we have all sorts of, you know, your necklace and your bracelet, all the same thing, just depends on how patient you want to be to make a really long piece of jewelry or a really short one.
Look at the patterns.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about the seed beads. You can kind of switch up your patterns, make them really simple, really complicated. The thing about the no pattern it's kind of a trick in this necklace over here. You know, there's a variety. You want to mix your metals with your glass beads, with your teeny tinies, and
I wouldn't trust my brain to do this. You have a brain that can see this as you go, but
you could do it, but there are just a few things to be mindful of. Like, you don't want to stick a really giant bead next to a tiny bead, or else your bead's going to slip right through. So as I was making that one, I made that one last night, you do have to be a little bit thoughtful about what goes next. But I think also, you know, there is sometimes a little pattern of colors, you know, every other for a stretch, or completely random. I can't see over there, but
you've gone in clumps, kind of.
Yeah, tiny little patterns. What I've chosen a pattern at a time, even though there are a lot of very different patterns.
That makes sense. Pattern in a non-pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at these designs though, with the flowers and
These
the cherries.
Ones are really fun.
Knock that over.
Beads gone wild.
Oh my gosh.
These ones are really fun. I think we've seen the flower pattern, and I think the flowers are cute. I happen to think the cherries are cuter.
I am obsessed with those cherries.
The cherries are also a lot easier. So,
can you show us the cherries?
Yep. This is like doing surgery on TV. So
no pressure. I'll just
we're gonna
down your neck.
Cross our fingers that playing with these teeny tiny beads are gonna work. So, what I did, do you want to just find me 2 red beads there? I did 7 white and green and white and green and white and green. And now I'm gonna put, honestly.
Can you find patterns on Pinterest or online?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
I have a bead board on my Pinterest. Yeah.
Go right there, ladies.
Yep. Okay. So to make the cherry with your stem and 2 cherries, there's my stem and my 2 cherries.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this string and pull it back. I hope you can see this.
Yeah, we're on you.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it back from the front side. I'm gonna stick that string right through. But like I said, surgery.
Oh my gosh, no pressure.
I know, right?
Do you want me to breathe
Who
lighter?
did this?
Do you feel my
Whose
whispers
idea
on your neck?
was this? Anyway.
Do you really save money making your own? I mean, depending on the bead, I guess.
No.
Okay.
No.
What a dumb question. No.
No, it's just fun.
It's the creative fun of it. Yeah.
That's the thing, is if this is not your thing, if these tiny, of course this isn't gonna be a thing. If these tiny little.
That's okay.
Yeah.
How proud you'll be though when that needle does make its
The
way
needle
through the
makes
eye.
its way through, and then your reds drop, and then you have lots of little cherries. And those are kind of the newest, next level way to up your game from just a simple strand of beads.
I love the look. I see you wearing them. Like I said, I see girlfriends wearing them, and it is so fun to kind of mix up with a little bit of color in between your layered metals. And golds and bling. So thank you
Always
so
fun.
much.
Yep.
Bead board on Pinterest. Where else can we follow you online?
My Instagram is Aubry Eliz.
You'll see her life in beautiful color, and she'll inspire you to live the same way. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.